So, hello, my dear friends. It's Kunal here, and today we are going to cover our session number 13 from the book Instant Word Power. This is our session number 13, and in this session, we are going to familiar with the new words like sedentary, sedative, eject, inject, uh, ejection, uh, deject, dejection. These are the words that we are going to cover. In this session, we are going to familiar with the new words. So stay patiently and with a clear, calm mind so that you get the things very clearly and writing each and every point that I say to you that's important for you. If I suggesting the things that is important to you, you have to write in your copy. So this is our session number 13. Think for a just start movement of a typist, bank president, bus driver, crane operator, airplane pilots, television viewers of motorist creeping bumpers to bumper on the Long Island Expressway or on the Santa Freeway. Patients in doctors, crowded waiting rooms, students in class, audience in movie theaters, uh, the canny theaters. I think I have to clean my camera. Let me just clean it out. After uploading a lot of videos, I will change my camera so that picture quality is improved and you get my pretty face clearly. You can see my pretty face clearly. Express on the Santa Ana freeway, patients in doctors, crowded waiting rooms, students in class, audience in the movie theater, candy centers, and the Astrodome. Not to mention young people's babysitting at a dollars or a more an hour. There is a Latin word meaning to sit, namely sido. See this label sido in English words, and you have every right to suspect there is some kind of sitting going on. So this is sido. Sido is basically what is the word sido related to sido. Uh, Let me change my pen. Sido. So sido is basically a root word for sitting. It's parental word for it means sitting. Sitting. So if an example, so here point number one, if for example you work as sedentary occupation, you do a lot of sitting at your job. Sitting. Sedentary is basically sedentary is a job for sedentary kind of job of that having lot of sitting work. It doesn't even need that much of SCDs and delegate persons. It's a sitting work. Basically sometimes it's a sinecure job, but sedentary refers to something that is sitting at your job. A bookkeeper, a security, a truck driver, a sewing machine operator, or any kinds of desk worker leads a uh, fairly sedentary life for sedentary life for an hour days. You must get more exercise, say the doctor to the middle-aged pole-bellied patient walking a mile a day, swimming 6 laps in your pools every morning, play sounds, goals, meow, and other on lawn. Even take up jogging if you are that much of the masochist. What is the meaning of the word masochist? I'm going to tell you after completing of the session. So stay patiently. You spend too much time on your deaf transitions, you are leading to sedentary existence. Sedentary. Jogi. Sediments are matters that settles to at the bottom, matter that settles to down at the bottom of liquid. Sit, sit at the bottom, to sit at the bottom of. There is a good deal of at the bottom of many lakes sediments. Sediments in most of the lakes we find some kind of sediments. Peoples who are sedate maintain and what's sedate, what kind of meaning of the word sedate? Sedate is the peoples that calm minded people. Sedate, basically calm peoples. Sedate is basically calm peoples. Maintain a observable dignity. Dignity refers to self-respect. Do not lose their temper and never diggy and rarely feels their emotions. Sedate. Trick quietly instead of jumping. Sedate. Sedate. Quietly instead of jumping all over the place and probably quieter welcome you need. Little girls in an adult company are by culture stereotype usually little boys sedate. Sedate. Little boys on the other hand are stereotypically active and resistless and need repeated warning looks. Okay. We tend to think again stereotypically that society marathon acts morely sedatively than the young colony cloud. Sedatively. A drug that soothes, that quiets worries, anxiety. Point number 9. A drug that soothes, that quiets worries, anxiety, violent emotions, or pain is a sedative. Etymologically, a sedative keeps pain, worry. A sedative keeps pains, worry, sit, sitting quietly. Is a form of quarter prescribed for doctor. Don't you else to when the suspect patient symptoms are psychological in origin. Sedative. Sedative is basically what's the meaning of the word sedative? Sedative is the drugs that we a doctor gave you to calm a person. That's called sedative. So I told you this. What's the meaning of the sedative? A sedative is the forms of quadraja prescribed by some doctors who don't know what else to do when they suspect the patient's symptoms are psychological in origin. In the terminal stages of cancer, a morphine is basically a kind of drugs that tries to calm you, that tries to calm a person. It's basically uh, make the person. If I give morphine to my hand, then it makes the area senseless. It just uh, like this. I After morphine, I don't feel pain. Even though I manage, but I can't feel the pain. Often as a sedative for excruciating pain. Sedative. One can even say that a person who has climbing soothing effects on the other act as a too much person. Sedative. Too much of a such persons, however you drop off. Super is a Latin prefix meaning above or over. So here superior is the organization. Super is basically the uh, word that shows that above or over something is called super. So superior is the organization is above, above. You superior in one of over. Over. A super normal is above normal. So it's basically right here. So if one thing supersedes another by etymology, it take its over above it. is sit above it. I think it sits above it. Note the spelling of the last labels of supersede. The only words in English ending is seed. This pattern indicates the derivations of the words from the Latin verb sedo to sit. Supersede means to take place of the things. So here the meaning of the word supersede. Supersede. What's the meaning of the word supersede? To take place of the thing. To take place of the thing. Supersede means to take place. If one sits above another, it pushes that over of the seats and takes its place. So every midnight of December 31st, the new year supersedes the old one. Whenever our new year comes, then it supersedes the old one. In the times of economic recessions, basically economic recessions called business struggle supersedes activities. Supersede. Supersede is basically take place of things or sit at the top of the things. A new and easy divorce law. Divorce law. A new and easy divorce law. A new and easy. A new and easy divorce law supersedes a former law that made divorce difficult. Supersede. Pseudo means to sit. Pseudo is basically root word for sit. Super means to above or over. Does the new methods of calculating dividends completely throw out the old one? In translation of does the new methods of supersede super does the new in translation of throw out basically eject. I think I have to use a eject with throw out. Pseudo appears in some English words in the variant spelling sit to sit. Your residence, for example, in the place where you can sit backs in the comforts, at least your etymologically tells you residence is a elegant and formal words for home. The word residence comes pseudos with the Latin point number 20. The word residence combines pseudo with the Latin prefix back, that is direct back, not the anatomical back. So here, when waves recede, what is the meaning of the word recede? Recede refers to go back. Go back. So go back. When light waves reflected, they bent back. Reflection basically after striking the light just bent. Reject is re. Re is the root word for back, and jacked means throw. Throw. So some of us etymologically throw it out. Recede is a combination of re back with the pseudo to go. The ocean tides recedes. Recedes. Go back. This is actual literal physical movement back, or business action can recede. Recede. Here we are talking in a figurative sense. To change in the verb recede into a noun, follow the patterns. Concede. Concede basically concession. Concede basically agree to someone. You don't want to agree, but after certain times, after the person trying deject you and you feel that it's the time to accept the things and you're trying to accepting. Con- concede means accept, exception, concession. Take receipt. What's the noun form for receipt? Recession. Go back. Recession, but recession means different. Recession refers to when the economic fails down sharply, then this is called recession. When a business recession, it is recession. During a surf, rain storms, rivers may swells over their banks and flood miles of the lowlands. You can imagine the inhabitants of river region feels when the rain finally stops and the floodwater recede. Recede refers to when the floodwater go back. Reject is a strong word because it is built on the Latin word denoting a strong movement. Jacto is to throw. By the way, reject is to throw back. Throw back to because re refers to re is a root word for back and jacked is to throw. To sometimes is to refuse to accept it, to throw it back, reject. Reject is basically sometimes to throw it back, sometimes easy. I do not accept what you say. In fact, I wouldn't even consider it. This is a long winding transition of I concede. I reject your statement. Reject your statement. Re is a prefix meaning back. Rejecto is to throw. Throw. In means to interior means in. Means in. Eject is to means to throw in. Throw in. May I my ideas into your decision? Inject. Inject my ideas. Throw in. Inject refers to what is the meaning of the word inject in the throw in. You keep you doing hot and dull. So here, so it's our exercise times to we have completed all words here. So it's our exercise times. Reinforce your learning. We have time, so don't want to take times. We have to complete it as fast as possible because we don't have that much of time. Sitting, sedentary, requiring or involving sitting. What kind of these things are called? Sedentary. Here it's sedentary. Meaning of this sedentary, matter that settles down. Sediments the things that settle down at the bottom of the vessel or something. Quite dignified. I think I have to complete it. Quite quite dignified. Quite refers to a person that is sedate. Sedate is calm person. A drug that calms. A sedative. A sedative is the drug that sedative that calms you down. Take the place of. Take the supersede. Supersede. Supersede is basically taking the place of something. Go back. Recede. Recede is meaning of the word recede. Go throw back. Reject. Reject is basically throw back. Jacked is throw. Re means back. Throw in. Inject. Injection. That's the meaning of the injection is comes from this. In means in. Injection means to throw in. A following out of this business activity. Recession. RECESS. Recession. So etymologically, right now we have to write another exercise. In here we have to write out the meanings of the root words. I think meanings of the root words. Pseudo means sit, super means over and above. Above. Re means back. Basically pseudo to go. In means in. Jack to throw. In means in. X means out. X is often shortened to, so eject to throw out. W. throw out, throw out. When the police throws unruly peoples out, they eject them, eject them. When a bullet is fired, the gun usually ejects, eject the empty shell. The volcanoes eject lava, eject lava. Sparks are ejected from a fire. Deject is a combination of prefix d. One of those meanings is down, plus jecto is to throw. Throw. To deject is to throw down. Throw down. One of the meanings of the Latin verse d back. D means down. Down. Depend. Hang down. Down. Descendant to climb down. Depress is to push down. When people are dejected, what's the meaning of the dejected? When people try to resize you, receive, when people's trying to don't make you, they just downcast you. When people try to downcast you, downcast you, that means they are throw or cast down your spirit. The peoples are discouraged, depressed, spirited without hope or cheer. They are, in one word, dejected. Dejected. Downcast, another form of dejection. Dejection. Once notice the words, two words. The first from the German through Anglo-Saxon, the second from the Latin and twins. If you had ever reason to accept a promotion at your company and someone's less able to get the job you are hoping, you feel pretty dejected. Pretty dejected. Your husband, wife, and friend, in an effort to cheer you up, might say to you, "Don't let the disappointment deject you." Probably office politics are involved. Reject, throw back, because re back, re means back and jack is to throw. So throw back here. Re means back and throw means throw. So completely. Inject, throw in. Eject, throw out, and deject, throw down. The noun forms of the four verbs are frame, fortified, and constructed on the analogy of protection. Reject, rejective, throw. I will tell you about the meaning of the words, but I am again telling you so that the words get in your conscious minds and you don't need to be hassled that much. So reject, throw out. Reject refers to throw back. Throw back. Inject is throw in. Throw in. Deject, throw down. When people try to downcast you, throw down. The literally meaning a little bit different, but these meanings are also literally. Etymologically considering the words is the best way to approach your words and their meanings, because it's easy and it makes sense for you. Even for everyone, it makes sense. Eject is to throw out. Throw out. E is basically a root word for out, and jack is to throw. So we have to write here verb to noun. So is rejection. Rejection is the noun form of this word. Rejection. Injection is basically the noun. To move the word inject. Ejection. Noun is basically dejection is basically noun form of the word. When a woman or Man, of course, depending on your own sex response, your offers of love in certain terms, it is an act of rejection. Rejection. Cell vaccine is used for polio. Polio. 48. Polio. Polio injections. The leaders of the opposite party in the military coup throw the president of South America country out of the. This can be called the out of president. Called the mm, leaders of political party military coup throw the president and of the South American country out. Ejection of the president. When sitting don't happen the way you want them to, everything's gone wrong, it is very difficult, it is not impossible to stay cheerful. On the contrary, you likely to have a strong feeling of strong dejection. So here we have to write out the meanings. And sedentary is basically, what's the meaning of sedentary? Sedentary is having a lot of sitting work. Sitting work. Sediment, particle that settle down. Particles that settle down. Sedate, basically calm person. Sedative, that makes you sleep. Makes you sleep. Supersede, take place. Take place of. Precede is go back. Go back. Recession is basically uh, economic downfall. Economic downfall. Economic downfall. Follows basically reject is throw back. Throw back. Rejection is to throw backing is rejection. Rejection, all the words are same. Inject is to throw in. It's basically the noun form and the verb form. Throw in, injection, throw out. Deject is to throw down. Throw down, whenever downcasting you. So basically it also means downcasting. Downcasting someone. Sedentary. Sedentary is basically sitting job. Sedentary is basically sitting job. Sediments, SEDI. Sediment is the particle that settles down in a liquid. Sedate is to a calm person, that is sedate, that doesn't get angers, that don't have anger issues, called sedative that makes you sleep and that calm down you. Sedative. Some of the people are sedative. Super, SEDE, supersede, refers to taking place of something. Super, SEDE, supersede. Recede, 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 go back. RECED, recede. Rejection is basically go back. Recede is rejection, throw back. Rejection is basically throwback. Rejection, reject. Inject is to throw in. Inject. Eject is to throw out. Eject. Deject. Deject. Deject is to try to downcasting you. You feel dejected when you feel nervous. You feel dejected. I like to a little ray of hope in inject. Inject. He leads such a life. He got fatter and fatter. Sedentary. Sedentary. She is very lady. Sedate lady. Sedate would be quite shocked and heard in 4 letters. When no further sounds were heard from the collapsed tunnel, all hopes receipts of the rescue. CED receipts. Decisions of US Supreme Court, the lower tribunals supersedes, taking just place supersede the lower tribunal. Some things is very wrong. This tea is leaving a lot of sediments. Sediments in the pot. Why do you recede every offer to help? Why do you reject? Sometimes people trying to reject. There have been a number of economic recessions. Recessions, basically economic downfalls in the last 20 years. His wife from the house, eject, lock the doors and eject, basically throw out. You are terribly nervous. Why don't you take a sedative to go? Sedative that calms her, that makes you sleep. No, I know how a feeling of dejection can come. Dejection can come. She finally adjusted to a sexual by her husband. Sexual rejection. Rejection by her husband. In fact, after that, she found a sediment. So we went to a doctor for an injection. Injection. Do you feel rejected? Rejected, not invited to the party. So here's another exercise. Here we have to write whole word. Desperate, downcast, and dejection. This engage involves sitting, sedentary, CD. What's the spelling of sedentary? I have to check it out here. CDNT. Yes, sedentary. To throw out, eject. Eject. To throw in, age-wise, to inflate with this form. Inject. Inject basically throw in. To throw back, reject. Reject is basically throw back. To cast someone's spirits down, deject. Noun for ejection. Ejection. For injection, the noun for inject. Did to 9 form of 5. Rejection. Rejection, and here 6. Dejection. Dejection whenever down to downcast matter settled to the bottom. Sediments. Sediments. Serious, dignified, primarily proper. Sedate. Drug substances that sedative. Sedative. Go back or recede. Noun form of 14. Recession. Recession is basically take the place of, thus making the previous thing. Supersede. Supersede is basically the supersede. I think we completed the whole session number 13 from the book Instant Word Power. So thanks for watching my session. Bye.